guys, Patrick here at Spartansuppz.com with a supplement review on BPM Lab's the 2.0 Black Label. This is the newest pre-workout supplement from BPM Labs. They are known for making some pretty stim-heavy, potent, complete pre-workout supplements. This is their strongest one to date. This replaces the 2.0. New Black Label is the replacement product. We're going to go over ingredients, dosing as best we can, effects absolutely, since it is a high stim pre-workout. We'll go over post-workout crash if applicable, flavors and taste, value for money, and I'll give you my feedback and thoughts on the product as well. So let's not mess about, because there's quite an extensive list of ingredients. On screen now, you're going to have one of these, a nutritional information panel for this here BPM Labs, the 2.0 Black Label. Each one of these tubs is going to give you 30 serves, and each serve is going to be 13.5 grams. Now this is, as you can see, a proprietary blend. Proprietary blends are always done in order of abundance, so from most to least abundant. So we've got a fairly decent idea of the, at least your main ingredients, as to the amounts of them, and we can definitely tell if they're good or not so good. Kicking off with some carnosine beta-alanine. Now, being that this is first in the blend, I would assume that this is clinically dosed. An effective dose of carnosine beta-alanine is 3.2 grams, which I would say is in this based on where it is. Beta-alanine helps you to buffer fatigue. It buffers the buildup of lactic acid or lactate in the muscles, so you can push yourself harder for longer. So this is more for your muscular endurance, so getting an extra couple of reps on the end of a set. So if you're doing a set of 15-20 reps, instead of getting 15 or 16, with beta-alanine, you might be able to get 17, 18. So just adding on a little bit more in terms of your work capacity. Very cool ingredient, and in my opinion, a staple in any good pre-workout supplement. Next up, we've got a bunch of forms of creatine, which I'm going to cover together. So we've got creatine mono, creatine ethyl ester, and creatine malate. Now they all serve the same function. What creatine does is it recycles energy. So it turns energy as adenosine triphosphate before it's used, and once it's used, it turns into ADP, which is diphosphate. So what all it does, it just reattaches the phosphate, so it can be recycled and used again as an energy source. This is your main source of energy for explosive lifting. Say as a max effort, you're going to put on 100 kilos in the bar and the bench and just pump out as many as you can. It will be creatine which will supply, or phosphocreatine, which will supply the bulk of that energy. Having extra definitely helps with muscular power and strength and explosiveness, so you can do more work. So this is great for strength, beta-alanine more so for your muscular endurance side. Two absolute hallmark performance boosting ingredients. Now, I wouldn't say that any one of these is clinically dosed, especially the creatine mono, since an effective dose is at least 5 grams. However, combined, I would say that they are pretty well dosed. If you combine a bit, you get a synergistic effect. It also means you get to take a little bit less of it and still get a good result. So, in terms of muscle power, pretty good. L-arginine malate is the next ingredient we're going over. This is L-arginine bound to malic acid. The malic acid helps to boost the absorbency of the ingredient, improve its digestion, so you get a better effect while taking a little bit less of it. L-arginine has been shown to increase nitric oxide levels. That is your vasodilation, so that's widening of the blood vessels, deliver more blood in, take more toxins out to increase performance and increase nutrient delivery to the muscles. Effective dose is really like 5 grams. If you can say, maybe you can bump that down a little bit because of the addition of the malic acid. However, it's probably still a little bit on the underdose side. But like I said, because it's a blend, we don't know the exact breakdown of any particular ingredient. Next up is some Patchouli tea extract. This is where amp citrate as I call it, is derived from. Effective dose is 100 to 150 milligrams of amp citrate. You do take more of the tea extract to get that. Great ingredient. Was scheduled to be banned some time ago, but never happened, so ride the wave while you can. Excellent stimulant, one of my personal favorites. Great for mental focus and alertness, sense of well-being. You can take a fair bit of it without overdosing. Works very, very well alongside caffeine for getting a real clean, happy sort of energy and mental focus. Amp citrate, a really cool compound, works wonders, and the side effects are relatively minimal. So definitely one of the better stimulants in terms of central nervous system stimulation. And like I said, with caffeine, wonderful. Speaking of, our next ingredient is caffeine anhydrous. This is your fast-acting caffeine. It's going to hit your system pretty quick. It's going to give you increased energy, mental focus, decreased reaction times, help you to push more reps, like help with the mental stimulation side. So you're alert, ready to go. It's a great central nervous system stimulant, and caffeine is going to be a staple in any pre-workout. I would estimate that there is somewhere around the 300 milligram mark of caffeine in this particular product. That's just based on my sort of usage of the product and the effect on me. But like I said, a little hard to know. Next up, we've got some cacao plant extract. This is a source of natural caffeine. Natty caffeine is going to get going a lot faster. It serves the exact same purpose as any sort of caffeine. It all serves the same function. However, it does get going pretty quick. It's also going to help to minimize the crash because you don't need to take as much caffeine anhydrous. When you take a huge amount of caffeine anhydrous, generally you do sometimes have a crash if you're taking 354, 450 milligrams. So having a blend of caffeine gives you a little bit cleaner ride, smoother effect, and less come down / crash, which is a good thing. Next up, we get a little L-arginine alpha-ketoglutarate. Again, another form of arginine. Where it is in the blend, I'd say the dosing is relatively minimal. It's a bit of a top up on your L-arginine malate, but probably not much of it. Again, benefits exactly the same as arginine, increased nitric oxide production. However, where it is in the blend, probably the dosing is not particularly effective, and we're really needing to take like 5 grams of this, so there's nowhere near that amount. Now, the couple of ingredients we're going to cover together are niacin and thiamine. These are B3 and B1 in terms of big vitamins. What they really help with is creating a natural energy production. They do help to interact with the energy production process, and they also help to prevent and minimize post-workout crash. So this is going to help to smooth you out of the way down. Given the amount of stimulants, I think this is a great addition to this product. Not always an essential, however, with a high stim product, it's certainly a nice addition from BPM to minimize the crash, since it is a very high stimulant pre-workout. Next up, we've got some Medina domestica fruit extract, otherwise known as hygetamine. Hygetamine is a cool stimulant. It's a central nervous system stimulant. It acts as a stimulant in some parts of the body and a relaxant in others, but more importantly, it's a neurotransmitter, so it does help a lot with mental focus, helping to zone in some of the energy that you have got from the caffeine, your amp citrate, and so on. So you get a really good, clean sort of mental focus, and you feel really sharp when you have it. So the cool thing about your hygetamine is you need to take just a little bit of it, like 10, 20, 30 milligrams is pretty effective, especially in conjunction with the other ingredients in here as well. Next up, we've got a little bit of bitter orange peel extract, which is more commonly known as synephrine. That is the plant extract to derive synephrine. Synephrine gets going really quick. It's a great stimulant. You get a real good sense of well-being. I think the standout about this is, yeah, the mental focus is good. The real standout of the synephrine is the sense of well-being. You feel great. You get a nice, clean, happy feeling. It kicks in really fast. So alongside caffeine, it works wonders, and you get a nice, clean ride out of it. And last but not least is Sindarinjin. Otherwise known, more commonly known as like a grapeseed extract. It's going to give you a source of citrus. It's going to help you to break down and utilize the ingredients in the product more effectively, so you get a better result of everything that's in it. And that's what's in it. So, pretty comprehensive product. We've got performance boosters, pump stuff, lots of stimulants, some stuff to help mental focus, and some other ingredients to help prevent a crash. Let's mix a little bit up and see how it tastes. Comes in a few flavors. It comes in watermelon, green apple, I have pineapple here. I've got a bunch of sample sachets, which I'm going to chuck into a shaker with 500 ml of liquid. Dump that in there. Chuck a lid on. No blender ball as always. Spartan shaker cup. A few shakes. Let's see how it mixes. Glass here, pour some of this in. It's a little artificial colours in there for a little bit of cut, a little bit of excitement. It has mixed pretty damn well. There's not really any floaters really in there or any sinkers. Creatine typically doesn't mix breathtakingly well, but it's pretty good. Let's try it out. It smells alright. It's got a little bit of a tang about it. I would say, based on BPM's previous products, that is delicious. Now, it's definitely not the best tasting pre-workout around. I mean, compared to say a Dustin pineapple that springs to mind, the Do Good pineapple, theirs is significantly better. However, in the past, I'll be honest, BPM Lab's products have tasted like utter dirt. They've been bitter, their aftertaste has been horrific, and I'm not sure how they ever got to market tasting that bad. But that is significantly better. It's not a bad pineapple at all. The initial taste is good. It's sweet, it's not too over sweet or anything like that, which I like. It's more of an Aussie pineapple. It has a little bit of stimmy aftertaste. Like, there is a lot of stimulants in here, and some of them are pretty bitter ingredients. You get a little bit of bitterness in there, just a hint, but a absolutely monstrous improvement based on previous products. So, flavor, I'd give it maybe a 7 out of 10, which by BPM standards in the past, that's like a 12. So flavor's pretty good. Pineapple would be my personal favorite. The watermelon's pretty damn good, and I am not a great apple fan personally, so I wouldn't be picking that one myself. Bang for your buck wise, there's 30 serves at $69.95, so $2.33 per serve. So value for money, pretty on par for a high stim complete pre-workout. But let's get to the effects, which is why we are taking a product like this, is to get charged. Now that is something that's going to help you do. The energy on this product is very intense. Hits you pretty fast, you get the tingles on your lips straight away. If you do get the tingles, you'll definitely notice it on this. That's why I said the beta-alanine, I would assume, is pretty well dosed. Tingles kicked in fast, energy is great, the mental focus is good, the drive to keep pushing was very strong. Wanted to rest less in between sets. I tried this on a bunch of different workouts, and I also tried it on the exact same workout on successive weeks, so I could get a good gauge of if the performance was consistent. I actually trained on this earlier tonight. I'm shooting this on a Tuesday night at about 10 PM, so I didn't drink a whole lot of it to try it out. I didn't want to be awake all night. But the energy was great. The mental focus was really good. Felt very much in the zone. Could still, like, not super tunnel vision. You could still, like, have a bit of a chat in between sets, but not too crazy. When you locked in and you grabbed that bar that was benching tonight, you're in the zone. You just wanted to crush the weights. I felt like the repeat performance was pretty good. I don't think you're going to notice a huge amount of muscular power, like in terms of going to enhance strength all that much. But you definitely felt like you had the push up, the kick up the butt that you needed to push yourself a little bit harder. The pumps, surprisingly, were awesome. Like, they were quite good pumps. They didn't last particularly long. Like, after the workout, they do diminish pretty quickly. But I felt the pumps were actually pretty good. And that's a contributing factor of increasing performance, I think, as well. More reps, more sets, more weight, more volume is going to translate to better pumps. But the pumps are actually surprisingly good. A very tight pump from the arginine malate, which I didn't expect to be any good at all. In terms of post-workout crash, I'm not going to lie, the first time I had this, I did have a little bit of a slump in about an hour post-workout. I felt a bit of a downer, I felt a little flat, and I just sort of didn't want to do anything. For me personally, one whole scoop of this is a little bit too stimulant heavy. I would go about 3/4 of a scoop, that's about right for me. I tried that tonight and that was excellent. It wasn't too over the top that way. I did feel a little bit overstimulated the first time when I had a full serve of the product, but about 3/4 of a scoop hit it for me. My limit is about 300 mg of caffeine, which is definitely probably a bit over, I would estimate. So just a bit less, and very, very good effects. I was suitably impressed with the product. Like, if you like stim peak products, high energy products, then this is definitely you're gonna like it. You get a real good kick up the arse. The energy's good, mental focus is good, pumps are not too bad. It's not the most complete product on the market, but if you want a real hard-hitting stim peak product that's going to help increase performance as well, it's actually a pretty damn well put together product. And I am suitably impressed with the increase in quality of the flavors, because in the past you said they haven't been breathtaking. Well, they took your breath away, but not in a good way. But significantly improved flavors. So, pretty good. BPM kicked a goal with this product. And that wraps it up. Supplement review on BPM Lab's The One 2.0 Black Label done. Thank you very much for watching. More importantly, it's available at Spartansuppz.com, $69.95, free shipping on orders over $100 anywhere in Australia, and $9.95 postage anywhere in the world. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this review, please make sure to hit the like button down below, drop a comment with your feedback, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest content. Thank you again for watching. I'm Patrick from Spartansuppz.com.